households. It's Judine Webb-Brown, Child Protection and Family Services Agency. And we'll focus on methods for recognizing bullying and effective approaches for this urgent concern. Really urgent. Morning. Welcome to Smile. How are you?
Morning. Thanks for having me. I'm good.
It is our pleasure to have you. Boy. Eh? It was interesting because when I read institution, then I said households. Let's start there. Why am I saying households? Are brothers bullying brothers and stuff like that, and parents and stuff? Why am I saying households?
Right, because that's where it all starts, right, in the home. And so parents, we have to be careful how we treat with our children, even in disciplining, violence. We can't show them that violence solves problems. And so that is where it all starts. And so in the home, our parents, they need to stem it from there. If your child is acting up, seek help for them and don't let it spiral out of control.
As far as that goes, though, what is considered bullying in the home? I mean, my mother used to beat me. I never know whether it was bullying or not. But what is considered bullying? Because some parents, and not only Jamaican parents, some parents feel say, yeah, if you give them a little tap every now and again, some say more than just a little tap. But what is considered bullying when it comes to, I guess, reprimanding, punishing your child? And
it's to the extent that it is taken, because of course children need discipline and all of that. But when it comes now, when you are calling them names and degrading them and using excessive physical violence and force and so on, so they act out. Because they can't retaliate back to their parents, so they take it to the schools and to the communities, and so we have a problem. So it's not disciplining in itself, it's just the extent of which it is carried out.
Yeah, you get word from homes, whether from the neighbors, from the same persons who are being bullied, you get that?
We have reports, persons have come in, they have voiced their concerned children, and even parents of affected children, say that other persons in the communities, they take sets, that's why they say take set on their children and all of that, their sons, their daughters, and they come in to seek counseling for these children. So of course we do have persons that.
And do you try to figure out why is someone bullying me at school? Is it because I kind of look soft or because I don't play football or I don't rough like them? The
whole point of bullying, is a power thing, because it's usually the stronger kids affecting the, targeting the smaller kids. So it's always about power, control, aggression, and, proving a point. And so once those combination, you're going to have, once there's a target, then of course, So, our children, they do need proper supervisions in the home. Even with sibling rivalry, we need to monitor that, because the bigger children tend to, affect the smaller ones and so on. And we leave them because, they're just children and they're playing, but, we need
to check it out. When you just spoke about that, even at school, who do you see? The person who is being bullied, or do they also bring the person who is doing the bullying also?
All persons involved, we encourage schools to set up policies in place so that, to prevent bullying. Once a bully is identified, then there are mechanisms in place, there should be swift punishments, don't let it go. We'll deal with it later. You understand? Once the victim is there too, we have to create a safe space for them to be free to report and not be fearful of, retaliation and so on. So, of course, we have to strike a balance. We start from the classroom, set clear rules. Each classroom have rules. Right, no cell phones and so on, so let it be clear, no bullying. These are the consequences, and once these rules are broken, then of course we act on the consequences. And we have to, at the same time, where our victims are concerned, create a safe space for them, so that they can get the counseling they need, because truly it is a troubling thing that is happening in Jamaica, and we have to get it under control.
As a father, how I know if my child, because if I grow my child and tell him he must be strong and tough, and he's being bullied, he probably don't want to come tell me, say, boy, daddy, them. So how do I know as a parent to say, no man, something right with me youth? What kind of sign could I see?
Let me just be clear, not all children will show signs that they're being bullied, Some of them will hide it very well. But some signs that parents, caregivers, teachers can look out for, is a child withdrawn? Has their eating habits changed? Are they binge eating, not eating at all? Are they coming home with unexplained cuts, bruises, and so on? Are there devices or their belongings damaged or missing, are they sleeping a lot, they're not wanting to go to school. The list is endless, suicidal ideation and even self-harming, running away from home and so on. So the list is endless, and so we have to pay attention to what our children is telling us non-verbally by the way they act so that we can seek the help that they need.
And that's key, non-verbally, because they might not say anything.
Right.
So kind of say, well, they used to run up and down, and all of a sudden...
Yeah, that they used to have.
Do you have any numbers? Are there any statistics to suggest what is going on?
There are some, because the UNICEF, along with the Child Protection and Family Services Agency, we have done some research in the past, and what we found was that 65% of children in school have suffered bullying.
65?
65%. The numbers have gone up to say 9 out of 10 child has indicated that they have been affected by bullying one way or the other. And so, yeah.
Well, that is huge.
It is. It is.
Wow. And I guess if you're not a strong person, that could really hurt you. So what kind of strategies or interventions you guys are trying to work out with these people?
All right, great question. So we have, been doing workshops yearly. I think this is our 3rd year. We have just completed one. I think I believe the topic for that one was, preventing being a bystander. We are encouraging the school, the principals, and so on to help students understand that, the phone thing and the video, everything that they see, don't be a bystander, but be an upstander. Stand with the person that is being bullied to prevent the bully from actually, targeting that person. So, we have been going out. We continue to go to schools, churches, the wider communities, and we partner with guidance counselors and so on. We have online training. We go in and we go into the communities and we are spreading the message, stop bullying. Yeah,
we had a school recently where a young man was beaten and had to go to the hospital. Is that a one-off, or are there many more like that, or is that just a one-off thing?
Not a one-off, maybe to the severity,
Yeah.
But it's an everyday occurrence in our schools.
Every day, somebody beating somebody for some reason.
Taking away lunch monies, list goes on.
Boys and girls?
Boys and girls.
Boys more?
I would believe so. I have no research to say, but I know... I would believe.
If a school finds out that everybody is a bully and them beat up everybody, I don't think they're going to just call me and kick me out.
Right.
So what should they do if I am the bully and they're getting complaints left, right, and center? What should the schools?
Parents should be called in. Even for the victims as well, there should be a meeting to say what the rules are, and if they're broken, these are the actions that will be taken. Of course, even though there is not a policy that speaks to bullying and to say that, it's a criminal offense, but to the extent that it is carried out, they can be charged, for example, the one that you just mentioned, so they have to know that consequences come with behavior and practice responsible actions. And even our parents, we need to teach our children empathy, teach them how to communicate well and to anger management, so that their children can learn these soft skills, so that they can go through society without affecting others negatively.
Yeah, boy, you have a big job. But we need you. Thanks for coming.
Thank you so much.
Have a great day. Blessings to you and your family.
Thank
Sit
you.
with me for a little while. Children's Officer at the Family Services Agency, Mrs. Judine Webb-Brown. All right, folks, when we come back, it's the 2nd edition of News in 5. Stay with us, please. Soon come.